Family, what's up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's going on? So this video pretty much gonna be about, the do not detain list. What is the steps on it? Like what does it really mean? You get what I'm saying? So people always come to me and say, hey man, how can I tell if I'm on the do not detain list? What is the do not detain list? How do I get on the do not detain list? Many people make this like a big government conspiracy, right? So it's been going around for years and years and years that the do not detain list means that you can't be arrested. You can do anything you want, right? But let me explain it in more precise, right? So this is for those who aren't on the do not detain list, and this is for those who are on the do not detain list. And let me break it down like this, right? So the passport process goes where, let's just say you fill out the passport correctly. You put on the passport that know you are not a U.S. citizen. You claim that you lived in a rural free area. You put UCC 1-308 under your signature when you send it in, right? Now, when a passport goes through processing, right, you have general processing and you have special passport issuance department, right? Now, special passport processes are different from general processing. General processing is the 26-year-old named Kate who just running people identities and pretty much running your stuff through and give you your information back and everything come back as a United States citizen. Now, some people might say, break it down, clarify for me, right? So this is what they usually do. When they go through the process of before they issue you a passport, when you first initially applied, the person, whether you went to the post office or a courthouse or anything like that, they took down your state ID, right? Whether it be a driver's license or a state ID. Now, usually when they get the state ID or driver's license, they use the number, right? And what they do is, whether you live in Texas, Illinois, it don't matter which state, they contact the Secretary of State. Really, they can go on the website. They got a private database that they connected with. So they pretty much can look at to verify your social, and they also look at, do you have any warrants from the Secretary of State? Because the Secretary of State that's where warrants go to. So it goes on the driver's license, and then the Secretary of State have it on file. Like, yes, this person has a warrant. And so if you have a warrant or if you have child support, those judgments are seen on your driver's license. So when the passport agency run your information and they see child support over 5,000, or if they see you have an outstanding warrant, don't even matter if it's a misdemeanor or not, they still see a warrant. So that automatically rejects the application. Now, this is what people been begging me to figure out, right? They say, okay, what does do not detain list mean, right? So when they finalize everything, right, when they actually process your passport, let's just say it goes through general processing. Once general processing receive it, the information that's on your that's on your driver's license, they link it to your passport card or book. So if you was to get a passport and they send it through general processing and you filled it out as a national, right, the person still might process it as you being a U.S. citizen. But it's not really that they showing that your status been changed. Like, you get what I'm saying? How people think it don't say United States national or state citizen. What it does is they just remove your ID from the driver's license. So for many people who always thought, oh, no, it means this or that. No, they just remove your ID and your information from that ID, from your driver's license, from your passport. So anytime the police run your passport, it will say transaction file denied. So that means when they removed it, that means they don't have no access to it. That means they don't have your criminal background under the passport. They don't have your ID number under the passport. They don't have anything that's connected with you under that passport, and which relates to you pretty much being a non-resident of the state. So let's just say if they processed it and they actually put you as a U.S. citizen. Now, it doesn't show, oh, he's not a citizen or he is a citizen. What they do is they just add the driver's license to the passport file. And so when the police run it, it will say transaction file successfully completed. So when they say transaction file successfully completed, that means the police will see your Secretary of State information. They will see your driver's license number, and they will also see your address. They will see your date of birth. They will see your criminal background. They will see any outstanding warrants and etc. Because now they link the driver's license to the passport. And so when many people always ask me, the do not detain list, why people make it so special? But it's not really special at all. Actually, it just, one got your information, one don't have your information. Both of them are government issued documents. But when they remove the driver's license, they pretty much remove the presumption that you are a resident of the state. So that's how it really is, family. So don't get it confused. Anybody passports can go through general processing. Nobody is exempt. That's why I always say, depending on which state you are in, that's the states that you really can bank on that they're going to send your stuff to special passports issuance department. But if you're in a state like, I want to say New York, California, sometimes Illinois too, Pennsylvania, those states right there, everybody I've seen, most people came back and they linked their driver's license and state ID to the passport. So when they got in contact with the police, they would think that it shows the do not detain list and everything like that, but it doesn't show that. Actually, it just shows the driver's license number, and the police might come back and say, hey, you do have a valid driver's license. Have a good day. You get what I'm saying? But if you don't have a driver's license and they don't see that on your file and it removed it, so police still might just say, have a good day. If they want to overstep, sometimes they might overstep, but that's the meaning of having a do not detain list. Being on a do not detain list. It don't show that you're a national. They just don't include the driver's license or state ID on your passport file. So anytime the police pull you over, it's a transactional file denied. And so it will say restricted. The information or inquiry that you received is a factual point of the individual. What else they say? Restricted. Do not stop or detain this individual based solely upon this notice. You get what I'm saying? So that's what it shows on a passport card. It don't show anything else. Or if you got the book, it shows the same thing. Really, on the book, it just say no ID found. That's all it say. No ID found. On the driver's license, no, not on the driver's license, but the state ID. The passport book and the passport card, it say no ID found. And then that other message gonna come up and say restricted. Do not stop or detain this individual based solely upon this notice. That's it. That's all this is. It don't say nothing special. It don't say government exempt. It just says that. And so many people who actually got in trouble, they just say if people did get citations or they did get arrested. Now, most of the time, this comes from also having contracts with your native state. Now, I know many people say, oh, well, you still can fight it. Yeah, you can fight it, but it's going to be a long fight because when you live in your native state that you from, 9 times out of 10, you probably already got contracts with them. 9 times out of 10, you probably already sold your soul over to them. 9 times out of 10, they still can have access to your Secretary of State file, whether or not you surrender your license. Now, surrendering it is a good situation because I got a couple students who surrendered their driver's license and then they didn't issue a warrant for their arrest, even after they received the citation. So for the most part, they was good, but yeah, family. So it's different ways of looking at it. So the do not detain list is not actually about changing your status. It's pretty much whether or not that the passport department is going to include your driver's license or state ID information on the passport. That's all. I'm out.